How to find a suitable partner, how to find a spouse. Welcome to my Patreon channel. This is the XYS movement with your host Lisvana Maila. So today we are going to talk about this topic, how to find your suitable partner, part 1. And the reason why I say part 1 is because I want to do more parts, maybe to part 3 or part 4, and it's going to be beneficial to anyone who listens to it, because I think people need this advice, especially if they are looking to get married. And these are the elements that I've been able to teach myself, even though I'm not married yet, but I learned through people who are already married, and I've asked a lot of questions to a lot of people who are married already about how to find a suitable partner. So today I was watching a program called Love and Hip Hop New York, and one of my favorite couple in that TV show is the woman called Remy Ma. She's a rapper and she's famous. She did a collaboration, I forgot, but anyway, she is married to someone called Papoose. I don't know if that's the name that how they pronounce it, but anyway, those people are a resemblance of what I want to speak about. The element of friendship in the relationship, the element of friendship in the marriage, because those people are at a level of relationship where they can't live without each other. You can see the way that they need each other to that point where you can see that they can't live without each other. They are basically at the point where it's impossible. It's not almost impossible. It's impossible for them to separate. And that is the element that we're going to speak about in the first part of our marriage counseling, premarital counseling. I would say it's a series. You can call it a series or whatever. So it's just a series. The topic is premarital counseling. The subtopic is how to find a partner, and it's a part 1 type thing. So there are going to be parts of, as I explained the first. So today I want to talk about the element of friendship in a relationship. You see, the element of friendship in a relationship, the way that I've experienced it, the way that I've seen it, some people it works better when they start off from a friendship to a relationship. And some people start off as a relationship, then they add a friendship. But I wanna explain, I wanna fill in both. When it starts from a friendship to a relationship, it is more prominent to be fruitful when the guy is the one that is approached by the woman to say that they like it, other than the other way around. And in terms of the letter, it goes opposite. It's when the guy proposes, shows more friendship elements than when the woman does it, because she's the leader of that relationship. So the element of friendship is important because it gives a sense of comfortability that you can't get if you only are in a relationship with someone. What do I mean by that? There are certain things that you do in a friendship that you can't do in your relationship. There are certain places that you express yourself that you feel like you can express yourself in a relationship or a marriage, ideally a marriage. So, example, you feel like you can't drink wine when you are in a relationship and be free and wind up when you are in a relationship than when you are with your friends. You feel like you can't speak about your studies when you are in a relationship more than when you are friends, when you are with your friends. You feel like you can't open up about the situation that you find yourself at home when you are in a relationship more than when you are in a friendship, because in a friendship there's a certain level of comfortability, and in a relationship there's a certain level of attraction, but most people don't find that middle part of having attraction and having comfortability, because sometimes people will find themselves doing this. They will find themselves in a relationship and adding the element of friendship, and later finding out that they feel like they are more suitable as friends than in a relationship, because they couldn't mix comfortability and friendship, and comfortability and attraction, sorry. And sometimes you would find that when you start off as friends, the comfortability becomes so much that it closes the possibility of attraction. Hence why I don't really like this one, because you would find that the significant other, or the crushy or the crusher, or the person who they have a crush on, they are so comfortable in their friendship that they find platonicism like the way forward. You understand? So in this series, we will get to that middle part. But the importance of the friendship is that it gives you a sense of comfortability. It doesn't really give you a sense of attraction. That's why I would prefer, if you establish attraction first, you make it such a point that it becomes infatuation. Something about that guy that just makes you drawn to him. Something about that woman that makes you drawn to her. Get that element first of attraction and infatuation, and after that element of infatuation and attraction, and you build and you make it so strong and so solid that even when someone tries to break it, they can't. That is when the sense of comfortability is there. So how do you get to that point? Because it's very much important that you know how to get to that point, other than just being told that you need to get to that point. You see, if you find yourself in a situation where sex is not necessarily the or necessarily one of the elements that are needed to make the relationship work, not the marriage work, but the relationship work, that is when you are going to build infatuation. Because ladies really find the mistake of making sex great. Let's say the sex is great, but you find that other elements of the relationship are not really that great. Communication, okay, it's average, but they really can't talk about anything other than just how's your day, then sex and relationship. They fight about silly things other than fight about things that show the intelligence of the other. Current affairs, the news, the weather, animals, something like that. They don't find themselves in that boundary. They find themselves in a boundary where they fight about petty stuff. Petty stuff like the fact that she went out last night. He went out last night. He was with her friends. She was with her friends. You see, things like that cause that element to leave. You should find yourself getting to the point that you can talk to someone about current affairs. You should find yourself in a situation where you can talk about money without fighting. You shouldn't find yourself saying that something like, you don't buy me anything. things like that. You should find yourself and say, okay, this is how things are. I have 1,000 rands and I'm thinking that we can do this and this and this and this for this weekend. What do you think? Then you as the partner, you can show some sense that you know how to handle the finances and show them that, okay, isn't it better if we do this? Or if, let's say, you already done something that can bring you more money and establish more the relationship better, say that, you know what, like, let's do something that can get us to get a break. You see, those are things that you can get to, that can make you get to that point. When your level of communication reaches a level that you can speak about those kind of stuff, and that is caused by something that I'm going to speak about in the next in the next, or as time goes, which is the level ground vision, having the same vision. That is where the friendship is going to really make it possible for you to get. If you can't get to the point where you are best friends, then the relationship is not going to work. And the only way best friends make it is when they have similar visions, or visions that can collaborate with each other. That is when you can get to the point that friendship gets inside as well. It is when you envision yourself. You see, when the woman and the man can't get to the point that they can get a same vision, then the relationship is never going to work. I'm telling you, it is never going to work, because two visions means what? Two means what? Die. And die means two. And two visions, it means that die vision, division. So if you can't find common ground where you can get to the point where you are best friends, when you can talk like you are friends because you have the same vision, that is when you're not going to get to that stage. So you need to get to the stage where, when you want to add the friendship element, you need to have the same vision. You need to have a common ground. You need to be at a stage where no one is running after the other in terms of growing. When the other is going, when the man is leading, the woman is catching up to him. It should be like that, because that is something that is going to make the relationship become as a friendship, adding upon what is it there already. It is when the man has a way and the woman follows the man to that way. So that's it for this series for today. That is it for this part. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I hope to speak to you soon in other videos and other podcasts.